Hi traders, this is Blake Morrow and you are listening to the daily Roundup webinar. Hope everybody's having a great trading session and happy Thursday to you. So the euro just continues to bleed lower. We're challenging the lower end of this you can see this channel that we've had. Sorry, lots of words there. We are near the 161% extension of this move. Like I said earlier, there's no reason to be on the long side of the euro dollar. The only thing that you have to be a little careful about is that you're chasing it lower. I was just reading a piece from Deutsche Bank that continues to look at the euro as being sell rally type of situation, and that's how I look at it too. I'm not for me, I'm not a person that likes to chase the market lower, and I miss trades because of it, but that's fine. My focus has actually been elsewhere today, mostly on the yen. So with the euro, as I told traders earlier this morning in our chat room, I would be willing to sell a move to 108.80 if we got there, because I think you can manage risk better up here on the short side. The thing is we're just not getting any bounce. So therefore, you have to either be patient. It's one of those trades. I was well, for those of you that are longtime listeners on the face webinar or back when I did the morning edge, it's a train. So you either get on the train or stand aside. And right now, I choose to stand aside. Like I said, any type of pullback, I would look to sell a bounce or a pullback. The cable had a really strong move today. We stalled just ahead of the 618 retracement. Got to be a little careful as the euro is trading so heavy that this resistance might hold here. Ultimately, I think the cable can actually rally back towards 131 just because of this false breakdown that we had from last week. So that's been the risk for the cable all along. The reshuffling of some cabinet members has really allowed for the cable to squeeze higher. And on top of that, you see a really big move in the euro pound. The euro pound is absolutely getting destroyed today. We did hit the 161% extension of the last move higher. So you would think that there's going to be some sort of bounce or at least consolidation around this 83 pence level, and that's what we're doing. If you read ForexAnalytix and you read the analysis, we were talking about the just oversold conditions, and we're approaching the 161% extension. But the euro is dropping against pretty much everything. I mean, you take a look at just some of these other pairs. You got the euro Aussie at the 78% retracement. Euro New Zealand actually somewhat seeing a bounce after a little false breakdown here. You can see right through here. And then, like I said, the euro dollar and the euro cable as well. Oh, I should pull up the euro yen because the euro yen also hit 161% extension as well. Now, the yen's got a fairly decent bid in it. That's because stocks are once again approaching highs. The one thing I want you guys to be a little careful with the dollar yen as we closed above 110 yesterday. So last night I was thinking, oh, here we go. I got my sell orders ready for 110.80. But the news out of China overnight, that big number out of Hubei, whatever, that big number, although it was under a different calculation, it's using the CAT scan method, and obviously there's been some clarity this morning, but that really freaked out the stock market futures. And it also freaked out the yen. Now, the yen has yet to recover back to the 110 level. And that makes me a little nervous for the dollar yen because, if we get this, just failure here at 110 and we can't break back above it, then now the risk is a turn lower from here, especially with the way the candle's looking. I've been surprised watching the equity markets rally this morning. If you see the stock market come back, here's the stock market, big recovery in the stock market. Compare that to the US dollar Japanese yen intraday, and you can see how this is a better representation. The stock market's had a nice bounce. The dollar yen has stalled, and so if you're long the dollar yen, you're probably scratching your head going, man, this thing better start moving soon, or we're going to have we're going to have some problems. But with the dollar yen, I've got to mention one thing, and most of you already know what I'm going to say, but I'll say it anyway. I'm going to say gold. Gold is very, very, let me find it really quick. Oh, I just missed it. Okay, there's gold. Gold's been very strong despite the rally in equities, the bounce back in yields. The dollar yen is kind of struggling, and I'll tell you what, guys, if gold starts breaking higher, I'm gonna say that you got to be real careful with dollar yen longs at that point if that's the case. So just watch gold. Gold should, based on what's happening right now, based on everything that's happening, gold should turn lower from here. It should. Equities continue to rally. Yields have recovered. Dollar yen's back at 109.80. The gold should reverse here. If you guys are gold bears, this is setting up perfectly for you. But that doesn't mean that you're going to make money. Obviously, if you get a break above these levels, you have to stop yourself out. But if you are a bear in gold, then this is the most opportune time that you've had, right? So just think about that, moving into today in the event that gold starts to break higher. Okay, just think about that, because if gold breaks higher, then that's probably signaling a few other things are about ready to happen. So and that's what I'd be keeping an eye on. Into Asia tonight. And speaking of which, into Asia, watch the numbers tonight, the official numbers. They should drop pretty markedly, and that should allow for a continued recovery in risk. If they don't, for some reason, that is going to be a problem for the markets, I would think, because everybody's expecting the numbers to bounce back pretty aggressively tonight. So that is the known. All right, guys and gals, remember, if you haven't tried out ForexAnalytix, make sure you do so. It is only $1 for 10 days. Try it out, give it a whirl. Thanks everybody for stopping in today. I will not be here tomorrow because we don't do it on Fridays. And remember, it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. Don't forget that. All right, guys, have a great one. I will see you tomorrow morning on the FACE webinar, though.